Excuse me. Is anybody here on the Extreme Stream? What's up, Vlad? How you doing? Guess I should maximize some screen windows. Silver PLS, how you doing? How's everyone doing? Get my windows set up here. That's fine. Got a couple of charts happening here. Hey, Neo. Hi. I wanted to cover this in this declining trend line. All right, it's covered. Buy here. Buy about 40 minutes ago. There you go. Thumbs up a day will get those followers a day. I think I know what you mean there, Miles. Yeah, everybody like the stream, please, so we can get more streamers in the stream. Welcome to the Extreme Stream. Whoa, that just popped there. Chris, Clement, yo. Hans, hello. Copenhagen. Very nice, very nice. Making your first trend lines and having fun, Vlad. Really, your first trend lines. I'd love to see them. Be very interested to check out your trend lines. Stefan, hello. Kibichi on the Extreme Stream. Mukesh Gupta, hello, sir. Looks like an alt day. Yeah, we had a pretty interesting little pullback overnight. Pretty interesting little pullback. Paul from Switzerland. You guys make really good knives. Really appreciate your knives. Come on, Vlad, show it off, buddy. Neo and Cutum, looks like the Koreans are already awake. You know what? Sometimes they don't sleep. Aaron, hello. Hello from California. Our weather's probably about the same these days. Nice and in the 80s. And watches, Swiss watches. That is correct. This is why we call it the Extreme Stream, because all we do is talk about each other's homelands. Neo and Cutum, let's check them out. So this is actually Neo on a 1-hour chart. Yeah, I pretty much held Neo all through this downtrend here, and looks like it popped here right at the prior high in this consolidation, this high consolidation area. That's very healthy action, very nice. Now we're just kind of looks like we're going up. Maybe we're going to form a new little sideways pattern here. I'm not sure if we have a lot of people in Neo here, but Neo looking spectacular. Let's open TradingView. I actually was doing some computer work earlier and had to shut down all my windows. Turns out that, by the way, Gmail is a very heavy memory usage on your PC, if you didn't know that. Ooh, back down to 300 on Ethereum. Let's let that go up. Okay, that's a pretty nice little bar there. Hopefully this one will turn around. This would be a nice bottoming bar, testing the 300 level. This previous bar on the 4-hour, that would be nice. IOTA is bucking the trend here today, folks. Bucking the trend here today. As we know, the trend is slightly downward, but IOTA up 7%. Very healthy action. There's a few others that are up as well. Not too many. Steam's up 13%. IOP, I think, was up 20%. EOS is actually up 15% on a down day. That is quite spectacular for EOS, considering that EOS has just been a dog. Just a dog. There hasn't been one iota of strength in EOS, but I will say that right down here at this 55 level, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 tests of this 55 level that have been supported. And wow, what a nice pop up here. 30% just on nothing. So yeah, for EOS to even stabilize and get up towards 150, that would be quite an accomplishment. At least just in terms of percentage gain, go from 72 to it had this floor at $1.20, so that looks like that'd be over a 50% gainer. What would that do for us? 67%. Maybe a little hard for you guys to see there on the extreme stream, but it says about 69-70%. If we can get back up into these levels. I will say though, we just had some pretty intense volume come up here at this 80-cent level. See these large red bars? Man, my thing is just crawling. Let me close down my my stock browser here. Oh, Boeing going a little lower, but volume is very light, so I'm not too mad at that. And then Protolabs, not doing too bad either. So let's shut this down so the stream goes a little better. And we don't want to pay for TradingView. Let's see what you guys are up to. All right, Qtum. Someone mentioned Qtum. Let's take a look at Qtum. Looks like it's flat today. Qtum has a very nice cup on it, and looks like its handle is forming out really well here. Ooh, I would be ready for some possible movement in Qtum. Let's take a look at this, guys. I'm kind of liking this. Look at this big volume. Look at this big volume bar here, and this nice big candle. Although a big candle isn't necessarily good, it did close towards the middle part of the range, so this is actually an accumulation candle. And then here we're getting a little bit of reversal. This is a nice reversal candle, 17 minutes left on a 4-hour bar. So we're not going to get crazy volume here, but we should, oh, it's popping as we're speaking. Look at that, guys. We just went up to 24. So yeah, this is a pretty good place to maybe get some Qtum. This is not bad right here. Your risk is down here towards the maybe the bottom of this move. So I don't know why my computer still. If you guys are seeing choppy video, it's actually my computer isn't running as smoothly as it could for whatever reason. So that's 8% to the downside. That's a pretty good stop loss for a potential of a much more massive run. This looks like a potential 4-to-1 plus risk reward ratio right here. So about a 40% increase, so a 5-to-1 risk reward. That's pretty freaking good. That's pretty good. Let me close this out. Yeah, if I can. Let me save this, see if I can get some more bandwidth on this computer. That's actually not a bad risk reward. I really like that one right here. Being listed on a new exchange, Qtum, that's very good. Vlad from Ireland. I actually have some family in Ireland. Vlad, I've been there twice. It's a very cold country. At least when I was there, it was cold. Avenge Voltaire calling out Switzerland for money laundering. U.S. is good at that too. Don't count us out. Don't count us out. A few days ago, people were saying Bitcoin is going down 2,000. Is this still likely? Anything really is likely, Gupta. It's hard to say. We haven't broke out into all-time highs, so I mean, in theory, we really could turn around at any given moment in time. But the reason that we were going down before was due to the whole China news, and now that the China news is kind of a backstory, I don't know if we're going to have that much pressure to get down back towards that level again. IOTA was added to Binance, and at the time it was announced on Reddit, it started to jump up. Okay, there you go. Vlad, you made 6 trend lines on Particle and still lost with that one. Well, half of trading, Vlad, is being in the right coin, and the other half is being in the right coin at the right time. Maybe Particle wasn't the right coin. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on Omiseco and Neo? Miguel, my name is Randy, actually. Stop mining with this machine. Actually, I had MinerGate on here for a while, and I was going through the computer today and actually uninstalled MinerGate, so yeah, not very good. Yeah, so Qdom looks good. Someone mentioned Neo and Omisego. Let's take a look. Qdom still running here. I'm really liking this movement in Qdom here. I still have my First Blood coin. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing very good. Yeah, it's just kind of chopping around here. Came back down to the breakout point. Not healthy action, but the volume is declining, so I don't know if it's going to get much lower. But I do like Qdom here a lot better than like First Blood, so I wonder if I should ditch my First Blood and put it into Qdom. Because First Blood not really doing what I would like it to do. So that may be a thing. We may do that. Where is Qdom? There's Qdom. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of first. Let's go sell us some First Blood and let's go buy us some Qdom. I actually like that. I like that trade right here. If Bittrex was faster, I could actually do this faster. Just gonna get out of that. Let's get out of that. Alright, don't give me partial fills, just actually fill. What you guys are... What do you think of Arc? We can look at Arc. Let's take a look at Arc. Okay, so let's take a look at Arc. I'm going to do Qdom here. Let's look at Arc. Alright, so let's do price, ask, max, max, max. Alright, we got into Qdom. There we go. Add a First Blood into Qdom. Let's see what happens here. When I was looking at it, it was right down here, guys, if you remember. Maybe right here. Having really nice volume here. This is pretty good. I really like this action here. If you didn't notice, I actually just traded. Somebody mentioned Arc. Let's go look at Arc. Office desk from Claudia. Okay, thanks. And it just popped because I bought it. No, I'm kidding. Usually when I buy something, it drops. Just kidding, but that does happen. That does happen. Let's look at some Arc. Can you guys even see me? Okay, I'm still streaming. Haven't seen any chat in a while, and I have this video low output here, which I don't tend to get too many complaints, but I don't know. All right, good. Still streaming. So we were going to look at Arc for the 90th time. Here we go. It's right here. Down 10%. Don't really care for that. Don't really care for that. We do have this. I think I mentioned yesterday we talked about Arc. Someone brought up Arc, and I mentioned this declining trend line. So I drew this here at some point. I don't remember if it was before or after this big pop, but it's living under this little trend line here. You don't want to buy this until it's over this trend line. You want something that's trending up like Qdom. And we only do live things here on the Extreme stream. So actually, you just watched me take a position in Qdom. Sold my First Blood. It wasn't behaving well. I probably should have sold it earlier. But I did not. And now I like this action in Qdom. This is very healthy. We had a nice handle here out of this cup. The handle's in a good place. Handle's in a good place. Inverted head and shoulders, cup with handle. Actually, who mentioned could be inverted head and shoulders? I think it was... Who mentioned that yesterday? Okay, Bo Slice, I literally just bought Qdom. I literally just bought it, so... Bittrex is swapping them to actual Qtum on October 4th. That's when everybody will be able to start. Recommend holding Qtum at least till October 5th. Your Qtum tokens are currently Ethereum-based placeholders. Bittrex is swapping them to actual Qtum on October 4th. Interesting. Interesting. Staking and using them. So is that a Bittrex thing, Michael, or is that a Qtum thing? Is that a Bittrex thing or is that a Qtum thing? I'd be interested to know that. Yeah, Qtum looking just really strong right here. Just sitting at the high of this bar. Volume just increasing. 8 minutes left to go. I'd like to. That'd be really nice if we were to go up another, from like to 25.5. For no specific reason other than I just wanted to go higher because I just bought it. So Zcash looks like it's up another 8% after its crazy run yesterday. Whoa, got even crazier. Actually, I think we talked about this live on the live stream yesterday. We talked about this live on the live stream right here. We talked about this right here on the live stream, and I mentioned that you don't buy you don't buy on these extreme upticks. You wait for a consolidation and then you buy it. So if anyone actually heeded that advice, hopefully maybe you got in on this large volume bar, but that would have been kind of hard to trade if you're newer, because it just crashed right after that. It just came down very hard. But look at that, right back to that. This little consolidation came right back to that. So that's not super unhealthy action. But yeah, it looks like after a large sell-off like this, you really want to wait for it to kind of level out, kind of like over here. I mean, I know the volume level isn't near the same as it is over here currently, but you really want this to go sideways and flag out before you actually take a big position. If you wanted to very actively trade this, you could buy down here at this under 300. Looks like it's kind of holding over 300. You could buy it under 300 and take a pop to wherever you felt comfortable selling it. I can't say it's going to get up here towards 350. It may get up here towards 350, but there's thousands of ways to trade these markets. Ever heard of looked at Ubiq, UBQ on Bittrex? I have not. I wouldn't mind taking a look though. UBQ. Of course, I'm going to do it against the dollar. Have never seen this, and it looks like it's just stair-stepping higher at this point. It's sitting here right at the high of this prior high, and it's testing this low as well. So it's right at an inflection point. Right at this level, it's right at an inflection point. If it can maintain above this level, then I say you may have a healthy trade. But you do have, looks like it's $1.70. You do kind of have a natural stop right there. $5% a year for a Qtum stake, not bad. Diogo, how you doing, buddy? Canis, how are you? Hello. EOS. We looked at EOS a little bit ago towards the top of the extreme stream. Guys, if that gets old, I'm sorry. I'm just having a blast with it right now. I just think it's really funny. EOS. So yeah, EOS had some good moves lately. Had some good moves. I'm a little off put by the large volume at the top of EOS, however, of this recent move. If I can find it on my there it is. It's so far down here. Alright, so let's look at EOS again. Sorry guys, my computer is lagging. I have no idea why. I don't have a lot of windows open. I'm really not sure what's going on. But my charts are choppy on my end, which means they're going to be choppy on your end for sure. What's killing Google Chrome for This is going to be 40, 50, 60. I should not be at 100% on the CPU. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so EOS looks pretty good. It has kind of a nice cup here. Looks like we're forming some kind of a high handle. What I don't like is these two large red bars right here. We tried to go higher. We got sold into it directly. So the problem you're going to have with EOS is there's a lot of people that bought it. It levels higher than this, and they're just so far underwater. It looks like they're taking any pop in EOS to get their money back, or at least a semblance of their money back. So it's kind of an uphill battle in EOS right now. I would be careful. I'd be careful with EOS. Either you have a very long-term outlook on EOS, or you be a very active trader, because this is not healthy action. You should not have this kind of volume out of a small move like this. This is really a small move. Let's read some of the chat here. What are your thoughts on 10x Pay? I like Pay. I still have my Pay position. I haven't sold out of it. I regret it a little bit. I regret it a little bit because, come on, guys, I apologize. This is so choppy. I really apologize. I ran a virus scan this morning. I did all kinds of stuff, and I don't know why my CPU is just crazy like this. So Pay came all the way back down to this breakout level here, and it's bouncing. So it's really good here. This is a pretty good area to take profits. I didn't, obviously. I'm still holding this full position that I have in Pay. So let me back that up. I actually did take half profits to get into First Blood, and now I just bought into Qtum with that First Blood money. So I think I took half up here. I don't remember exactly where. But I'm letting the rest ride. I mean, Pay has a great story behind it. If the market stays bullish, Pay is only going to benefit. I think now would be a pretty decent time for entry, in my opinion. Doesn't mean we can't get another leg down. We could, and I'd be kind of pissed because it would basically come back to flat for me. Selling 30% Qtum after 50% growth and staking rest as it's an excellent long-term project. Yep, that's a pretty good strategy, Michael. 30% after a 50% run-up is very good strategy. Very good strategy. Until when is my strategy to hold Qtum? Let's go look at Qtum. Oh. Let's go look at Qtum again. So actually I haven't formed that strategy yet. I actually just kind of bought it based on the action. Here we go. So yeah, I would really consider selling Qtum up here at this 35 level, right at these two highs. I think it's definitely going to get up to here and test these two highs. If it can get past there with any kind of gumption. And it looks like volume's coming back into Qtum, which is bullish. So I think we could definitely get back up into here. That'd be about a 50% run up. Yeah, I guess about a 40% run up. So as long as Qtum is acting good, I will probably be staying with Qtum. The only time I would sell is if I saw an exemplary opportunity in another coin, or if this just started behaving erratically, kind of like First Blood did. So First Blood broke out. We can go check out First Blood. I'll go back to First Blood. So First Blood broke out over here quite nicely, really good volume, and then it just failed to follow through. It came all the way back down here to the breakout level. I really didn't want that to happen, so the fact that it did, yeah, I just sold it, and then I actually just jumped into Qtum with that money. So pretty good opportunity in Qtum. I do like the entry point. There's not a lot of risk at that particular point in Qtum, so even if I do get stopped out, the loss will be minimal with the potential reward of a much greater percentage. Want to take a look at IOTA? It's finally going up a bit. Yeah, Lucas, I went over IOTA a little bit ago. It is one of the ones bucking this downtrend today. Not to say that that's a leading coin, but it is showing a little bit of strength here. And the thing about IOTA is it kind of trades on its own. It doesn't necessarily follow Bitcoin or Ethereum verbatim. It did get caught up in the large market sell-off, but that being said, it's acting pretty decent right now. Pretty decent. It's not having a ton of bullish action to the point where I would load into it because it is showing a little bit of weakness right now. Last time I checked on it, it was selling off a little bit. Yeah, so you see this large red candle with this large red volume. That is a selling bar. That shows you that they're still selling. It came right up to this prior high and just sold off. So there's still some overhead supply, meaning that overhead supply means there's people that have bought the coin at higher prices and are looking to get out. And anytime you deal with any overhead supply, you can be a little worried because they can get sold into, and that's really what we're seeing here in IOTA. But yeah, this nice green candle here is nice. If we can hold this low here, then that means the selling is going to be in smaller bunches, and we're not just going to tank again. So Derek, I heard that I got into ETH yesterday. Wonder what dollar level I'll likely be taking profits at. So with Ethereum, what I'll be looking for is essentially strength and weakness. Not super happy with this particular action in Ethereum. It's definitely acting weaker than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still holding up above the 4,100 level. Bitcoin's acting nicer than Ethereum at this moment in time. So I may actually, if it stays down here, I may just take it off the table, to be honest with you. I may just take it off the table. I don't know yet. I'm just going to have to wait and see what the action is. I don't have a defined level that I'll take a price, that I'll take it off the table in terms of a profit. I would like this to be a longer term hold for me, but if it's going to show instant weakness after my purchase, then that's not action that I'm interested in. So I'm still holding on to it for now. We're just going to wait to see what it does over 300. I have some alerts set up, so if it cracks down or cracks up, I'll be alerted so I can kind of understand what's happening. So this morning I got my alert at 300, which I wasn't too happy with, but the volume is pretty benign on this coming down to 300. It is very natural that it would test this breakout point. That is very natural and not unhealthy. That is not an unhealthy action. It's basically testing to see if there's any big sellers in the market. If there's no big sellers, it'll go higher. It'll go higher again. Sorry about that, Evan. Yeah, buddy, I can't guarantee you guys a specific time that I start these. That's why I say between noon and 1. Just due to the fact that my daily schedule fluctuates, and I kind of do this on my lunch hour I spend with you guys. So unfortunately, I can't really pin down a time for you. I wish I could. But a bunch of QDM at 13, so you're trying to average cost your way out of QDM. So let's go back and look at QDM. I actually have QDM against Bitcoin. Why do I have QDM against Bitcoin? Can I get it against the dollar? I can. Ooh, fancy. Oh, so you're in it. Okay, 13. You're up here. Yeah, I would just hold it for now. I don't know if I would level out at this point in time. On the dollar, you have 1050, which is kind of your resistance level at this point in time. If it breaks 1050, you're going to have a little bit of resistance at 1150 via these prior lows. Let me zoom out. Okay, but past this 1050, there's going to be a little resistance at 12, and then not a whole lot to 15. So there's a possibility that you will get your money back and then some. So I would be a little patient with QDM until it proves to you that it sucks. Because right now it's acting pretty good. So I'd give it some patience. I wouldn't let your emotions of being underwater really affect your judgment a whole hell of a lot. So let's see here. Okay. So there's a bit of a trend line. Not my favorite trend line, but it is a trend line. I guess we could also draw it up here. So no matter where you draw this trend line of these prior highs, we do have increasing volume in a consolidation after an uptrend, so that is good. And then we're starting to see on the right side of the chart, we have some nice volume here as we kind of lean up. So yeah, just give it some room. Don't be just let the chart guide your trade at this particular moment in time since you're already invested. I wouldn't cash out at 11 just to take a $2 loss unless it's showing you selling signals. You did QDIM analysis about 10 p.m. last night when I bought. Yeah, don't we all need analysis when we buy and sell, right? Unfortunately, I can't do real-time analysis for less than $500. No, I don't even know if I could. That's a lot of work to do those kinds of things. Although I am working with a couple of interested parties in a potential automated signaling solution, but that's a long ways off, guys. Okay. What would be your pick for today, the most promising buy? Well, right now, QDIM, I think QDIM's pretty good. I generally don't answer these questions, but QDIM's at an inflection point right here, and I think you actually could get involved in QDIM with a pretty good stop loss. Looks like Primecoin here. I don't know anything about Primecoin, by the way, but a lot of these things are moving off of lows, so that's good. I just see it here at 12%. Which caught my interest. You have some nice volume pops here. If it can get over this 17 level, these prior two tops, I think you're pretty good to go on that one. Looks like Ethereum is testing the 300 level quite hardly here, so maybe a bounce off of 300 from Ethereum. You could take that and then cash out at 295, 290 if it decides to fail. Actually, was it NEO? Yeah, NEO had a declining trend line here based off of the little drawdown from yesterday into today. So it's looking pretty good here. You're a little long in the tooth. You could be due a pullback at some point. So if you do decide to get in NEO, you can maybe anticipate a pullback. I don't know if expect is the right word, but you can anticipate a consolidation. There's lots of trades around, buddy. You just gotta kind of look around and learn to read the charts. Check out NEO. I just did that, so that's good. Check out the Omiseco sell wall on the Bittrex. Someone is cashing out. So if you're in Omiseco, take heed into that. Take a look at Very. Did I just do that? Is that Very? Oh, it's Primecoin. Verycoin. I like to use Bittrex. If you guys have found another exchange, like if you like Poloniex charts better, let me know. Don't mind opinions on that one. Yeah, guys. Hey, guys, you know what? I'm going to have to bone out for about 5 minutes real quick. Someone's asking for me. I will be back in 5 minutes. Really don't have time to set up music. Looks like it's fairly urgent. Hold on, please. Hold on, please. All right, everybody, I am back. Appreciate those of you that stuck around on the extreme stream. So thank you very much. Looks like not too many of you dropped off. Really, guys, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for not running off. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. I missed out on some of the action. Let's check this out. Yesterday I asked about Link, which a friend of mine mentioned, up 285% since I think I need to listen to him. Yeah, let's go check out Link. I think I did Link yesterday. Oh, that was the one I couldn't get on my chart. You have a hard time, you know, there's a lot of people watching. I don't like to, if I can't get a chart pulled up fairly easily, it's difficult to give everyone a good idea. But yeah, let's see what was up 285%. Not bad. Can't get mad at that. Yeah, some of these micro cap, 78 million. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, I don't like these charts on CoinMarketCap. I don't like to give analysis over these charts if I can help it. I did over Walton Coin, but that was a pain in the butt. So pretty cool. Yeah, looks like it pulled back quite a bit though. Pulled back quite a bit and on good volume. Yeah, you know what, William and anyone else, if you got guys that do cryptocurrencies, man, everybody's input is valuable. I've got a buddy here at work, Adam. You may have seen him in the chat a few times. Adam follows Twitter very well. That's kind of his thing. He likes Twitter, and he finds some pretty good coins. I've made some decent money off some of his positions that he's taken in. Hold on a minute, please. I'm actually getting a phone call.